Do you know how large the audience is that you'll speak to?
Ooh, well, I don't know. It's not the largest of the rooms, but I believe from the sounds of it, it's a fairly large room. This will be my third panel in this genre. Did Kamikaze Expo last fall, which was probably about 50 people, and WonderCon this spring, which was probably about 700 or 800. So I'm guessing Comic-Con, I mean, I guess a few thousand, I guess. We've got a couple hundred RSVP'd already on the Facebook page, and yeah, I mean, it's crazy. Like, I mean, you've been at Comic-Con, these panels are like kind of huge, and like if you're in the audience and you have to ask a question, you actually have to get up and get in line for the microphone. And yeah, I have no idea.
So what do you do to prepare for that? Or do you do nothing? You just want it to be spontaneous and your answers to be real? Or do you make notes of what they might ask you and what your answers might be?
I don't ever make notes. I'm thinking about cutting out carbs and sugar for the next 3 weeks. That's one way I'm preparing. But in my head, I've had like the past couple days, I'm thinking of like what kind of topics we might talk about. And, you know, and actually this interview with you helps a lot because a lot of these things will probably come up on that panel. So I'll sort of have some answers in my head. But no, I never write down notes. I actually don't ever even write down notes when I'm doing my Living on a Dream show. Like I just,
really?
Yeah, yeah. I'm not a note girl at all. The only time I ever wrote down notes was I had a panel, 7 of the actors from Dexter, and I had just been introduced to the show. It was actually a SAG Foundation event that they asked me to moderate because the regular person wasn't around, and they were like, "Have you ever seen Dexter?" And I was like, "No." It was the beginning of season 2, and so I got like a 4-episode promo kit sent to me, and I watched every episode, and I Googled, and so then I like just Googled each actor that was on there and typed out pages and pages of notes and things that they had been on. And I mean, there was no other way to do it. It was me and like 7 people. And I'm like, okay. But yeah, I've always been like now granted, most of the interviews I've done are people that I'm already familiar with their work and know stuff about them, you know, like the Skid Row guys, you know, I've been a fan of Skid Row for 20 years, so it's like, I know what to ask you. But yeah, as far as
Sebastian's real name,
he's not in Skid Row anymore. Yeah, but anyways, although there's slight talk of a slight reunion, but there always happens. But they've been doing good without him.
Okay.
Anyways, sorry, we're gonna get all rock and roll gossipy now. Yeah, so I don't know. I have to trust Bonnie Burton is our moderator, and I have to trust that she'll keep us all in line. But you know, there's a bunch of crazy gals on the panel. Like we were saying, Holly Conrad from the Comic-Con documentary. I've never met Holly, but she seems lots of fun. And then Adrianne Curry is also on the panel. And from what I've heard about Adrianne, she's a little wild. So I think she got in trouble last year at Comic-Con because she had an outfit that had no backside to it.
Oh, okay.
I don't know the exact details, but I think like she had to be escorted for, you know, a wardrobe change or something. So it should be a lot of fun. It's being touted as like the hottest panel at Comic-Con.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we know maybe some wardrobe things that you'll adjust.
Yeah. I might go with my fangs. I don't know. Who knows? We'll see.
Okay.